Okay, friends, we are going to talk about the air element benefits spiritually. So, this is Anuma. Today, we are talking about the air element. So, in many spiritual traditions, the air element symbolizes the mind, intellect, communication, and breath of life. So, of course, without air, we cannot live. That is our breath. But oxygen gives by the trees, right? So that is part of our breathing also. So that without air, actually no one can live. Air is the main source. The same thing in five elements, anything one element is not there, we cannot live. And we take it for granted, all these things. Many people think air is a spiritually you can something will do, or what the air do, because we get used to the air all the time because it's there with us. So that's why we don't really give any importance to it. Here are some of the key benefits of connecting with the air element in spiritually, like how we'll talk about the main elements, like what exactly spiritually benefits the air element. Again, my camera. Okay. So, number one, clarity of thought. So, air is often associated with the mind and intellect. So, without the air, the mind can't function and we cannot be intellect. Like, the mind is everything, right? Intellect. So, even meditating on this element can help clear mental fog, enhance focus, and improve decision making. So, we all do the decision making. So, when we do the decision making, we all make different decisions, right? Every person makes the decisions differently. So sometimes we are not sure whether to hire this person or that person, whether to if you have 10 applications, you are like thinking in a different ways, like whom to take, or everybody makes a decision differently when they see an applications, right? When you make the decision, it is different than the other person does. So this mental clarity, like some people, like, they don't know what they are doing, or they don't know what they are making the decisions, because it's called mental fog. So this also helps them release the mental fog, and also the it makes it clarity in thinking, making decisions, and many more. The air, we never even thought, I'm sure it is so obvious. It is the air is coming every day naturally, and you're breathing out, and even the body is feeling the air, but we never, unless it is too cold air, you don't realize there is air, unless too hot or too cold, then you are like, oh my God, this is so cold that it's blowing lot of air. Then we say that. Until then, we don't even realize there is air, or we are seeing the air on it. So that is why the air is the most important element in our source of life. So that is the reason why we should always have a focus on the air, like when we are doing the meditation, because a lot of times they say focus on the breath, right? That is the air. So when you focus on the breath, the breathe in, breathe out, so you can That's how we meditate. So we are getting the cosmic energy with that. And also air does one of the communication and expression. I know we might not even think about that. So air governs communication, both spoken and unspoken. It aids in expressing thoughts clearly and listening with openness, fostering better relationships and self-expression. So the air is the one major communication and expression. We do communicate with people and we express, right? Sometimes we change our face and we do. Sometimes it's not spoken, unspoken. Without talking, we do express things. These are all done through the air. So, and the brain, if the air is very pure, the brain works the best. This is what the experts are saying. If even the clarity, expressing thoughts clarity will be, and listening with opinionness, and also like even relationships, self-expression, all these things depends on the air element. So imagine air is how important it is. And then once we are done with this, I'm going to teach you how to catch the air and how to make it one of the element focused on the air, so that we can improve in all these skills. Like the wind, the air element represents freedom, adaptability, and movement. So, spiritually, this can encourage letting go of rigid thinking or emotional blockages, allowing for personal growth and new perspective. So, this means emotionally we are connected to the people, and also sometimes when you are connected with the people emotionally, you also many times when we express, we have lot of blockages, or we have fears, or we don't have that clarity of expression because of all these emotional baggage we have. So when we don't have this emotional baggage, imagine whatever we express, we automatically um, get connected better, and the baggages will release, and also the personal growth and new perspectives will open for us. So that is what the air element does. Even the communication to breath and life force. So that means breath is the central to many spiritual practices, right? We focus on the, even from meditation to yoga. When they're doing yoga poses also, they say, right, breathe in and do this, bend the legs, or, bend the head, or move the hands up and breathe out, right? All these are breath techniques. So focusing on the breath helps ground you in the person, reduces stress and deepens your connection. Even people who has a sleeping disorders, the breathing helps them to sleep instantly. So connection to the life force, often called prana or chitta. So this prana, a lot of people say, right, prana means the air element. So without that, of course, without prana, we are not there, not existing. So even in the practices of meditation and the yoga, we use the prana, which is with the air element. So even higher awareness and inspiration, like air connects to the higher chakras, like the throat and third eye. Like both the higher chakras, like throat and the third eye is the highest chakras, from they are on the from here to there. So these chakras also has the air in it. It connects to the air. Of course, even the there's another one is which is connected to the air is the heart chakra too. Heart chakra is directly the air, it moves, right? The red color and so all the three upper chakras are connected to the air. So since air moves between spaces and balances pressures, spiritually it represents equilibrium in life, helping the harmonize thoughts, emotions, and actions. So like it says even moving between spaces and balances the pressure. So these are all connected with the spiritually. um, so when you are connected spiritually, when you do lot of meditation, the air element has to be active, energetic, and also pure. So once you keep this one part of the element, all the five elements has to be active and perfect, friends. Otherwise, our chakras cannot be balanced. Our chakras cannot be activated at this point. Like, if we don't take care of the five elements. So five elements are the fundamental and the most important things. Manifestation and intention setting also, the air element can be used in rituals for setting intentions or sending prayers out into the universe. So even to, whenever we sit and say, okay, I want the money, I want this, I want that. So air element has highest connection um, for the with the universe. Um, to set up the intentions. That's why a lot of people do rituals like to put the intention and manifestation with the air. So, especially in Mexico, a lot of these Spanish countries, they do the air element and also fire a lot. Actually, even sun god, they pray. They have temples on the sun god. So, symbolizing how thoughts and words can shape reality. So even our thoughts and words, what you think and what you talk, right? That is what the other people think reality. That is what you are inside. There is no such thing. People don't think, oh, suddenly she said something. It is not that she does not mean it. How many people say that? Hardly anybody. When the word you say, they immediately say, oh, she said this word. And then we start judging, like, this is how it is, this, that, because many people, they have so many things in their life. You might not have a great mood, or someone has said something, you're upset, so maybe that could be reason suddenly you got something else, right? Words. So that's why we have to be extremely careful what we talk and our actions are. Incorporating practices like mindful breathing, spending time in fresh air, or using symbols like feathers, or increase even the incense we can use can help deepen our concentration to the air element. So if we want to practice how to do the air, so breathing exercise, the mindful breathing. What is that exactly? Mindful breathing, a lot of people say that, oh, mindful breathing, mindful. So the deeper inhale, exhale, not focusing on like heavy breathing, just the very lightly you relax the body completely, and you take long breathing and long breathe out, but very easily. You don't pressurize it. You don't pressurize the body. You don't pressurize anything. You are very coolly sat and you are focusing on the breathing, but with the long inhale and exhale you're doing. And then, so sometimes we can go and spend under the trees also, like sit under the tree. So that gives you very good air, fresh air actually. And you can feel whenever I tell people to take the five elements, to take the air element, just to go lie down. You can also lie down with the palms up, and then hands on the side and legs on the apart from each other, and then just sleep on the bare land without any shoes or chappal, slippers. So just it has to be barefoot. So once you are on the land, you're completely with the barefoot. And when you go totally relaxed, right? When you're totally relaxed, then feel the air. This has to be done outdoor. Inside, it's all artificial air. We have these ACs, all that stuff. So the India, actually, we have better air than anywhere in the world because the doors are always open, windows are open. You always continuously, the air goes from one side to the other. So that is how we should do. We should keep the air one side. If you are opening the door on the north, you should also open the door on the south. So the air goes from north to south, even from the east to west, whether it is windows or whether it is whether it is the doors, because that is a fresh air. So you should at least take once a day, go for a walk, and then get that air, right? So when you get that air, automatically you're connected to the air even when you're walking, especially when you totally lay down, close your eyes and feel the air, just to feel the air. That is how you connect to the air better than anything else. And also, I'm meaning, I'm talking about the fresh air, using symbols like feathers. So even you can feel the feather, like, I'm floating in the air like a feather. We do this in the Yoga Nidra. I always say that we are in the sky, flying with the birds, and I'm very light like a feather. This is a very good words to feel the air energy. So, and also you can deepen the air connection element in your thoughts. Like, the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, is symbolizing the air, right? So when you feel the heart chakra, when you close your eyes and then feel the heart chakra. So heart chakra has this heartbeat, right? So, and also you feel the air in there. The air is going slowly, like generally the color is green. So you can feel a tree there. And then the air is coming to the right and the left with the air. The tree is moving towards the right and the left. Slowly it is moving. So when you feel that the tree is moving to the right and the left with the air, automatically you feel the air in there and the leaves are moving. You can also feel when you're outdoors sitting, all those leaves are moving with that air. That sound will some sound comes, right? When the dry leaves are moving to the right, towards the air. So you feel that, you hear that voice. So that is what is. So when we do the April retreat. So we are going to do all those stuff. So we are going to feel the air. So once you go back home, practice these. Just don't say, okay, I'm done with the retreat. So, I did those 3 days, I'm done. No, you have to practice this every day. At least 5 minutes is enough, friends. 5 minutes. Do 5 minutes or 3 minutes, 2 minutes on each element. That makes a difference. So your chakras, you can keep it balanced by doing every day. Just 2 minutes, 3 minutes on each chakra. So, especially the love chakra. If you do every day 5 minutes on love chakra, that would, once you have love chakra is open, remaining all works out perfectly fine because with the love, you talk perfectly, you think good for everyone, and also you do things so good with love. You're always giving and energetic, and you are the universe helper. And also, you are so sweet to every little thing, and that sweetness will manifest you perfect. So when you manifest everything, you can do things better. So, uh, so the love chakra is the most important thing. So when you are sitting outside, energize the love chakra. That means feel the red color in the chest, in the middle of the chest, and feel the air moving right to the left, and also feel the love connection in the whole body. So when you do this, automatically you would feel so great and so happy. So Means your actions, whatever we said in the symbols of for decision making, all those stuff. So if your love chakra is open, automatically everything gets perfect, right? So imagine anything we do with love, everybody accepts, everybody agrees, everything goes perfectly with the love chakra activated. So this is today's one of the element, friends. Tomorrow we'll talk about another element. So we did until now the air. We can talk about the water tomorrow. So and day after tomorrow, or we can also talk earth, all the stuff. So okay, friends, you can raise your hands if you want to take few questions. Anyone has questions? Okay, Padmaja garu.
Atma Pranamalu Anuma.
Yeah,
Anuma, I
please.
have a question, like it is regarding like my close relative. When I noticed that person, so he is very spendthrift, does not want to spend. So it's called lobhitva. So is it a block?
It's a karma.
Karma. Okay. So
Because
can it be?
you you think you made money, but if you're not spending, that means you don't that's not your money.
Yeah,
You're making for
exactly.
someone else. You're making for someone else who had a good karma and he had a bad karma where he cannot spend the money.
So how to make, how to relieve that? Like
He
no
need
matter
to
what
he
you say.
need to ask for why I'm doing this. First of all, he needs to realize he's not able to spend.
Exactly.
He has that greedy, whatever. So he needs to ask in the dream. The second thing he can also practice. If it is a blockage, he needs to practice every day. Whatever it is he needs to do, you can't do much about it.
So
Maybe
not the
whenever you
family
see him,
member.
oh, you're so good, you will spend money. We have to say opposite words, and he has to say those words.
Hmm.
But why don't you tell him in a different way? See, what I do if it is my friend is in this situation,
Mm.
right? What I'll do is if we are in the group, instead of
Mm.
directly attacking her, I say, you know what? Last week in our satsang, there was one person who was he was asking that he does not spend any money. So he was asking whether it is a karma or a block.
Mm.
Can you guys anybody guess? Make it a like a fun discussion. So
Okay.
if they say maybe it's a block or a karma, ask them, why do you think it's a block? Why the block comes from where? And then if they say karma, where it came from? Why do you think what they did? So why you
Mm.
think, and that is his money, is making the money, but he is not spending. That means why you think it's a karma? Where it got? All that stuff you discuss. So at the
Mm.
end, you know the answer. You can tell them, oh, karma means, once upon a time, we took somebody's
Mm.
money and we didn't allow somebody to spend. He had money, but you didn't allow them to spend. You were like on top of them not to spend, and you took that money, whatever. So
Mm.
now you have money, but you won't enjoy that money. Someone who has a good karma will enjoy whatever you're making.
Yeah.
Means their
So
kids, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, the problem is that person, whenever she raises that, like about that topic, he'll get up and walk away. Does not want
No,
to.
you ask the question to directly when he's there, when he's involved in something completely. You ask a question in the group. He won't get up anymore. He won't go.
Okay.
Otherwise, you ask him, what do you think? Is it a blockage or that? You involve
Yeah,
him. It's okay. You
I
involve
will
him.
try.
When he does not even think that he's not doing that, why he would think you're targeting him?
Mm.
First of all, he's not even
Okay.
thinking, right? He has an issue with that.
Issue. Yes, that is the problem. Okay.
That's why you
Thank you,
ask a
Anna.
question to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, he doesn't think so. Let him, once you ask a question, once you continue those questionnaire, all that, So slowly he would, thank you. Slowly he would realize, slowly, whenever he's not spending, not doing, he goes back to your discussion later. So
Mm.
in his block, automatically he could release. But that's a good question. Anybody, friends, anyone your friends not listening and they're doing something and you cannot tell on their face, right? You bring a topic and you do in general discussion about that particular topic. That's what I do. I tell them indirectly saying that, oh, you know what, last week one of the relative, if they are friends, I say relative. If it is a relative, I say friends. So you know what, in the group this is what happened, and then she went through this trauma, and then someone suggested her to do this 4P, and then it really helped her. All that you tell, everything indirect, indirect, indirect. Don't involve that you are smart and you said. Even with the at
Mm.
home also that works so good. That's what I generally say at home. If there is a
Mm.
something at home needed and something they bring, and for example you have a better idea than the spouse, then what you should say is, someone else gave this advice, why don't you think, put this idea also next to that, and then see which one is better. Again,
Mm.
you give them to make the decision, but you give this idea
Yeah.
saying that someone else give instead of I am giving, because there will be egos in between. If I say, oh,
Yes.
this is better, I'm giving this idea, I'm smarter than you, kind it comes.
Mm.
So instead of that,
Yes.
oh, the bank manager came, someone gave, oh, one of my client told this, then they are like,
Mm.
oh, okay, let me see both, let me
Yeah.
think about it. Then I also say, oh, let me think on these two things, what is best for our family. You have to use the
Oh.
right words. So the minute you
Mm.
say what is best for our family, then you are included in the decision.
Yes.
So that's why
Mm-hmm.
the words are so, so, so important. So when you
Yes.
use the right words, everyone will accept you. If you're
Mm.
sweet
Yeah.
and right words, everybody will consider you. But if
Mm.
we don't have those right words, and if we want to show our ego, they will show their ego even in more stronger way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we need to
After
change
I
first.
came to Yeah,
Mm.
after I came to this moksha, oh my ego is totally gone in our house, at least on my side. So that is so much to learn, Anuma, from you. Oh my gosh, every day day's topic is lot to think about, and we are enlightening, like you are enlightening
Ah.
us every day.
See,
That is
imagine the air. Did anybody thought air is important? We don't even consider there is a air.
yep,
So today we learned so much. The air has so much of energy. You're like, oh my God, that is like unbelievable.
yeah. We take it granted, like
Actually,
all.
yes. Yesterday, I saw one of the this I think Shloka something. There is a podcast. So she interviewed somebody who talks about the spirits, the dayalu, which we talk all the day,
Mm,
earthborn souls. So there was 1 hour of that talk, so 45 minutes, I think. Then she was telling about how they get energized, why they get more power, and some of the souls they want to go. She does not know how to send them back to the soul city, but she only knows how to remove from your house, and she charges very
mm.
high money because
Wow,
she does the counselings in the five-star hotel. Imagine what she charges. So
wow.
she's talking about that, and then I'm sure the podcast lady also, she paid so much money because they charge you. So and then all these people, when they call, they go to her and again to release all these spirits. So she's talking about even the what is that, the mm, attacking you, right, mentally, like a what is that called, like other than the chetabadi, there was another one we were talking,
Black
um,
magic and Vasikarna.
Vashikarnam, yeah. So I think this, she was telling the one two things actually we did discuss last week. I don't know with Hemagaru or whom I discussed. Maybe Anusha I was discussed that we were thinking when they're doing the Vashikaranam, you need to have some energy to initiate that. So I was telling Anusha, are they using earthbound souls to initiate us and to work with that? And then how do you work with them? So we were having discussion on that, but she told exactly the answer for that. What she said is, they tell these earthborn souls that we will send you the soul city, but you have to do me this work. So, um, generally in the colleges or at the workplace, if somebody loves someone, if they don't accept, then they go to these people for the vashikarnas, and then they say, I want to have that girl at least, to for 1 2 days, whatever, to sleep or whatever. So or she has to accept me to marriage, whatever, whichever way they ask. But I have heard these things. And then those people, they ask for 1 lakh, and then slowly they say, oh, this is, I didn't thought it is going differently, I need more money. So they start taking more and more money. But those people who are working for them, they use these earthbound souls to send it to that person to attack their mind, means to go into their body. Once that earthworm goes into that body, she controls her completely, and does whatever the boy wants. Then this girl goes, and whatever he wants, she does it. So this is what the manipulation is happening. That is what she said. And also that is number one thing, new thing. Means we knew there is something is going in there, but it is again the earthworm soul. The second thing she said was interesting was some places she told, I need to write it down, those names. So when you go to those pilgrimages, those specially for the, for to release those, it seems, from the body. So if you go to those temples and take a prasadam and come home with the prasadam, these souls will follow you. And also sometimes they make an accident happen. So when somebody dies, the portal will open, right? To go this soul. So these souls try to go in that portal. So that is what they plan, because all this, she said, 1 out of 9 people are on this earth. That means if the population is 1 crore, there are 9 crores of these earthbound souls. Remember I told, right? The Anuma said there are a lot of them. The earth is going negative. This is what she was telling. I was like, oh my god, 1 out of 9 is like too too many of them. So even she went to that studio, she can see them. She says, I can see them. Then the lady asked, are there any in the studio? She said, yeah, while coming on the steps, there were 2 of them. In this room, there are three of them, she said. I was like going crazy. Oh my God, there are everywhere.
I
So
watched Anima. I watched the whole thing, and I went to her, and I watched other videos too. I mean,
we should
most of it.
ask for an interview for us, actually, because
Uh,
we can teach them how to send them, because she's charging just to send from their homes. That's it. And she also charging for recognizing and sending from their home. And also she also does, you can talk to your parents who died, all that stuff also she does. I mean, we can teach all that without any charges.
yeah, many of the things. I mean that we know. She
Mm.
said. I mean, we learned.
Everything. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Everything. But she was so fast, actually, telling in 45 minutes,
Yes,
she gave a lot of information.
correct, correct. Yes. Yeah, I mean, in the interview, she was like, she was interviewing 15 people, and there were only 14 people or so came, and she was the receptionist saying one girl did not come, and she said no, all 15 came,
Yeah,
and she said no, and the last person came just now, she didn't come before, and then said no, no, no. In this part, I spoke with someone.
yeah.
That's the daughter, and the mother is the soul.
Earthborn soul came actually into
Yeah,
the
they
interview.
even
Mm.
checked the
True.
CCTV.
True.
There were 2 cups in the table, and 1 cup she was drinking and she was talking. Only herself captured in the CCTV, not the ghost.
Yeah, so she's talking by herself. It looks like there's no, most of the TVs, the ghost won't, but they sometimes they you can see as a shadow, because some of the CCTVs, they said they have seen the shadows. Even the pictures when you take, you can see as a shadows, but not with our eyes. So many times they have shown, even on the YouTube videos also, sometimes they show, this is what someone is asking for the, for the lift in the night, but that is the The earthborn soul, that is a spirit asking. All those stuff are there on the YouTube, some of them, when you see. So actually, when I was listening while sleeping, so when I listened, I was listening, I slept. So in that, actually, I was saying, oh, I don't see these earthborn souls with my eyes. I feel the energies, but I never saw them with my eyes. So she sees them. Then I was saying, is that a good thing, or do we need more energies to that? Then immediately in that sleep, I got like 5 or 6 earthborn souls. They were so strong on me. I was like going crazy. They were literally attacking me. Then I started reading this Ramas, Apadama Partaram, Dataram, nothing. First I did Sri Rama Rama Rameti, nothing. They didn't even moved. Then I did Apadama Partam, nothing happened to them. They are still aggressive. Then I thought, okay, mantra like Chintakal Ralu. So I was saying that in my dream. And then I told them to calm down and sit down. I can send you to your soul city. Hold on. I started talking to them. Then they all calmed down immediately. Otherwise, they were attacking me. Even they are on me. Like I was feeling all that. I was so like, I was not stressed out. I was not tense, luckily. But I was using every little thing I could. So I didn't wanted them to come on me or enter into my body. I was very focused. So I was imagining, how do we control these they're so aggressive. Then I suddenly realized, okay, I can send it to the soul city. And then I started talking to them. They all calmed down and sat. Then I was like, okay, the universe wants to show me doing prayers or pujas or putting diyas are not going to work. Mantra Lakshintakal Ralavu. This is exactly what I felt in my dream. It's unbelievable, Asal, what they taught me. I asked the question, can I see them? Why I can't see them, but they showed me, you can see them kind of, and then they have taught me what I don't know. I thought even we always thought when you do the prayers and the pujas, they leave the house and come back, right? Here they showed me they don't even leave the house; they stay with you, kind of.
You're so
Mm.
brave, Anuma. You're so brave.
Yeah. Why? In the dream, I didn't got stressed out.
You did not stress out, and you found out you thought this many things. I mean, you tried to chant, it didn't work, and you altered that to the solution to convince them and sending them, because you do that 24/7 with us, maybe.
Yeah, I think that is the one. I mean, the brave thing I have since my childhood. I'm never afraid. I was never afraid of death. I was always ready to die. Like if that comes, even when I had my open heart surgery, um, I mean, if that goes wrong, I knew I'm not going to open my eyes today. This is it. I'm closing means I'm done. I knew that, but I was okay with that. I was like, wait, no big deal. So I'm gone means gone. So when I opened my eyes, I'm like, okay, I didn't die. Still alive. This is what I thought. Even both my parents were like strong. They didn't even show 1 minute of, oh, if this doesn't go, you're going to die. Not even a second. They expressed, or they said, or they even felt that. It's amazing. Actually, they were so cool. Like even sending me to the theater or whatever. They were like whatever. So I think even my mom is like this. So I think I got from her.
Yeah, that's a good video, Anima. I mean, everyone should watch it.
That's why I kept it, actually. I mean, when I feel something, related to ours and it is needed, that knowledge, then I put it in our thing. Otherwise, these are all, some of them are waste. In a minute, I will know generally. When I see real good one, then I start watching. Actually, I'm going to watch all her interviews or videos.
Yeah, I did too today. Very interesting. And
So I'm
she's
going to New Zealand tomorrow, so I'll have time. So I'm going to take my headphones and I'm going to some of them download, and I will, because it's a 12-13 hour flight, so I'm going to listen a lot of them, and I'm going to do all the dream decoding, friends. I will finish everything because I'll have time. So whenever I'm in the car, driving from one place to other place, I'm going to do that. So, okay. So next one, Sweta.
Yeah. Hi, Uma. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your sessions. Really. Thanks a lot. Anuma, I have a question regarding that retreat. Because the day is starting on Friday. Actually, Friday is working day. So we are planning to join on Saturday and Sunday. The part those we are going to miss on Friday, then how it will be
No
covered?
problem. Everything is, separate. But make sure you will come 3 a.m. on Saturday if you can.
Okay, Anuma. That because I'm staying in Boca Raton, so I can drive.
But means drive in the night itself and stay in the hotel and come 3 a.m. to the
Okay.
place. Okay. So that way it's
Sure.
only 10 minutes from there. So everybody
Okay.
will come anyway. That 2:30 everybody will leave. So come to the place. You can even come in the evening if you go early on the Friday. If you come early, you can come and see the place and go if you want to. Otherwise, you come in the morning.
Okay, sure.
Shweta garu, we purposely did not do it in the long weekend because many of them will have vacation plans with the children. So that's the
Exactly.
reason we kept it with this weekend.
Regular
And
week.
yes, the idea is to, if it permits or if it is allowed, take the day off on Friday. That's
Yeah,
Exactly.
that I'm trying anyways. But if
yeah.
Yeah.
it doesn't work,
Actually, in
then
India, a lot of people, what they did is they put the sick leave and came. Then I told them, they're going to see on the video your face. And they said, oh, by the time they see, they don't even know the dates when I took the leave. That is also true. So that's
yeah.
good. Yeah. You know,
Okay, Nama, thank you. Thank you so much.
of course, you can lie for your enlightenment, I guess.
Yes. Yes, if there is any possibility, this I am trying to do that. If not, that's what my question. That's it.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
no,
thank
instead of saying that, Hanuma will allow me to go all the
on
3
Friday.
days. But
Okay.
anybody comes 2 days, is it that okay? You ask for someone else, not for you. Okay.
Okay.
So you put the intention that you're going all the 3 days. You're coming on the Thursday from Boca, driving and staying, booking the hotel from on Thursday night. Okay. That's what you put the
Okay.
intention. So it'll happen.
Sure. Sure, Anuma. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Sarita. Sirisha. Sorry.
Namaste,
Sirisha.
Anma.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, Namaste, Anma. I don't have any questions actually, but I would like to just say thank you for everything. Thank you so much. I started following WayToMoksha for past 15 days, and I already see some difference in me. So my husband, he's live, he's experiencing it more, as in like he's seeing so much of difference in me. That's what he was mentioning yesterday night, and I would like to really say thanks for everything.
Nice. 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 Thank
And
you.
and also I'm attending the retreat this April. I'm really excited about it. This is gonna be my first retreat with you. So
Oh.
yeah, thank you so much. I feel like it's a great opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, yeah. Your husband is higher
Looking.
soul because not many husbands does not realize that we changed. You ask my husband, he
So,
say, "Did you change it? Really? You'll go." I mean, I'm like, oh, okay. From Ramayana to I came to from Mahabharata to I came to Ramayana. You don't even know that. A lot of people they don't even notice. Actually, that is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
He could
exactly.
able
So
to
the first,
notice.
that's true. And first thing he noticed is my anger issues. So
Okay.
he's saying that I'm little quiet these days,
Okay.
which is
How
so
many
funny.
weeks you joined? It's been
It's
like in the
maybe around
WayToMoksha.
15 days, I think. I think
Oh my
around
God,
2
15
weeks.
days you became calmer. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So I really understood now, like there is no point in, arguing or anything. So it's what it is, and we need to,
Move
we
on.
need to accept everything. And, that's the first video that I have seen actually. I started
Oh.
implementing it and it really worked. It worked very well with all the family members
So
actually.
everything say if anybody I mean, they say strongly something, say Krishna Arpanam. That's it.
Yes,
That's the
yes.
best thing to do. Krishna
Yeah.
Arpanam, Krishna Arpanam, everything is like Krishna Arpanam. So sometimes, when somebody kills the mosquito, also I see and say Krishna Arpanam. My sisters say, "Oh, you're giving this even mosquito also to Krishna. What are you practicing?" They make fun of me. I say, "Of course, I give everything to him." So he's he has no choice. He has to take whatever I give. Manasa, go ahead.
I have a question, Anuma. So, who are called Paramahamsalu? What is the difference between Jnanis and Paramahamsalu?
Who said that Gyani and Paramahamsalu? Where it say? Where you read?
So, I read like when some people know the difference, can understand Jivatma and Paramatma's relationship, they will become Paramahamsalu and their Sahasrara will be open.
Actually, you know what? All those things are, I do not put much attention on all those because it's a diversion. Because what happens is, each time you are getting the knowledge little by little. So you are from the fourth soul city, you're going to the fifth one. From the fifth, you go to the sixth to seventh. So some people in these sort of cities, when you're moving, they put the names to them. So
Yeah.
yogi means once your karmas are gone. So you're going to the fifth dimension. All these meditators, they generally could, not saying when you, if you're a meditator, this janam you go to the fifth dimension. No, you have karmas. Unless you release the karmas, you don't go to the fifth dimension. So after releasing all the karmas, positive and negative, both of them are completely cleared from the karma chakra, means from the Akashic records, your sanchita karma is empty. Then only you go to the fifth dimension. Imagine you have to go to the ninth dimension to get to merge into the God. So how much ever knowledge you have, you are in the fourth dimension only if you have karmas. So you're talking about cleansing all the karmas and then cleansing the Arshadvargas. Even you have papam. Oh, papam, let him do things, and you allow the adharma to do, right? You again taking the janma. So again, you are in the fifth dimension, because not because you have lot of knowledge. You are in the fifth dimension because you released all your karmas. Right now, we are releasing the karmas. You might not have knowledge. That's the reason we are teaching every day, because without the knowledge, without the wisdom, you cannot go to the ninth dimension. Why? Just now, the Sirisha Garu said, first video I heard that let it go. So she learned, she grasped it, and she's using in her life. If you don't learn that let it go, you're taking births in the fifth dimension. You will take 100 births, 200 births if you don't learn one thing. So all these names, Paramsalu, this, even the what is Sahasrara? Lot of people they use in these meditators. Oh, you're in the Sahasrara, you're the highest conscious, you can teach, you can do this, you can do that. What is Sahasrara? First of all, ask them the question, what is Sahasrara? 99% of the meditators, they don't know Sahasrara. And somebody comes and tells them, you are in Sahasrara, they feel that their chest is up, they think they can teach, they can do anything. All these names, just ignore them. Don't even go deeper into it. It's not, you don't, I mean, I'm not knowing, don't know, but there are deeper meanings. You need like 2 hours of class or 3 hours of class to know just on one what they are saying. And those also depends on the subject. If you text me the whole page, then I can explain you better what exactly, which content they are talking about it. So their stages of knowledge they are talking about. So that is one of the stage when they are in the sixth dimension. I think one of the stage in the sixth soul loka, they say Paramahamsas, I think. So every stage of our life is rewarded with a name. Some of the scriptures. So for me, I put the numbers. That's easiest way to teach. If I say, oh, you are in the Paramahamsa level, you are in that level, you are in this level, you don't remember which one comes first, which one goes second. So we don't need to know that deeper of names. So as long as you understand, okay, if I do these things, I am going there. If I do these things, I'm going there, and I'm going forward, I'm stepping ahead. Okay, from 4th you can jump to 9th. That's what I'm teaching. So in between, when we get confused, in between when we want to know, and in between when you divert, then you are instead of going the direct ninth talam, you are diverted. So you're either stuck in the 5th or 6th and go back to the 4th. A lot of people go back to the 4th when they're stuck when they're still not learning. So you have to step down. If you have a lot of ego, then you start designing like it looks like karmas, and then you're again fighting for that to learn one thing. So that is why you just that is one of the stage in the wisdom. Even the Gyani is also one of the stage in the wisdom. Gyani does not mean he knows everything. So, I could come under, Gyani or, that, but do I know everything? I don't think so. I know everything. I'm learning every day too. Because when I teach, what happens, it gets easier for me to implement because I taught you guys. So my mind reminds me, okay, you taught this, you need to implement this. I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to implement. So my mind is much more stronger than you guys are because it doesn't leave me alone. It makes me implement. That's why you have to listen 5 times every lesson to implement it. Sometimes I put my own classes in the night and I sleep. So every day I listen a class before going to bed. And while I'm cooking or while something else I'm doing, unless I'm talking to the volunteers and stuff. A lot of time I spend